Hey guys, Phil here, aka Polygoing. Welcome back. This is part 2 of episode 2, The Waiting Game. And let me actually start off with a correction. Alas, I have, as mentioned in the last one, spouted falsehoods already. And it comes in the form when I was talking about invasion slots and summoning slots and who can come in and who can't and all that kind of thing. Turns out I was wrong. And I knew I was wrong if I had stopped and thought about it instead of making off-the-cuff commentary, but in the forest, a forest hunter invasion does not count as an invasion slot. And that is probably clear as day to anybody who's ever played in the forest, because you can be fighting a forest hunter, two forest hunters, and somebody comes in and invades. So that was my bad. I apologize. And with that, we'll get going with the commentary continued. So jumping back directly in from the last one, we were talking about the importance of, well, not the importance, the benefits of establishing a rhythm, of being able to get a rapid succession of PvP matches all in a row so that you can iterate on your techniques quickly, you can try and fail quickly, and your game sort of evolves before your very eyes. It helps with retention, it helps with just being able to try things out, crazy, dumb shit ideas that you just don't get to do when you have to spend 20 minutes waiting for a single PvP matchup and keeping your head in the game, not doing dumbass things like kicking bonfires or kicking the summoning failed sign as it fades in. Any of the goofy stuff you saw me partake in the last one when I was just sitting around waiting for an invasion or waiting to be summoned or waiting for other summon signs to show up so that I could partake in a little bit of PvP. So as the Saturday progressed and I got a little deeper into my growler of stout, the invasions became more and more frequent. I was able to establish a little bit of a hot streak, get on a little bit of a nice groove, and I actually made some decent showings. I didn't look terribly noobish. I'm sure to the pros out there who watch this, they're going to be like, oh my god, what a fucking joke. I'm sorry, I've been at it for 2 weeks and change. Again, I'm a new player, but I'm trying to get better, and I think I look decently okay. So this is sort of an illustration of, I believe, proving my point from the last one, of just those perks of having a quick succession of matches and being able to build your game fast. And so the last two matches we saw, or the last match we saw and this one, are both guys that I faced in the last one and got destroyed. This guy with his magic scythe was the dude who came in after I was kind of deepest in my buffoonery, and he caught me at a really bad time, and I just embarrassed myself. This time I'm trying to do a little bit better. I am actually not getting hit every time he swings his weapon. Break out a little bit of pyro to mix it up a little bit. Caught him off guard there, not just the Silver Knight sword. It worked really well for me in that last match as well. So that is something that I would not have been able to do, or probably, and I would have been able to do it, but I wouldn't have remembered to do it if these matches were really, really far apart, because I'm still new. I'm still getting used to the controls. I'm getting used to the timing and the spacing and all that kind of thing. Oftentimes I forget I even have a pyro glove in my offhand. Which kind of brings up another point about another benefit, another tally in the pro column of having rapid fire matches, is that as a new player, it's pretty easy to just get caught up in, oh my god, I'm fighting, this is another guy, what do I do, and just letting your game go out the window. I think that's something that sort of goes away as you get more experience under your belt or whatnot. I remember my early days in Demon Souls, drawing on some of my Demon Souls experience. When I would get invaded, it was a nerve-wracking experience. I mean, I got like sweaty and nervous, and my heart would start racing, and it was just this oh shit moment, almost as if somebody had invaded my house and not just invaded my game. It was really freaky, and my entire knowledge base of technique and sort of the game that I was used to playing, my game in terms of like my arsenal of tricks and things like that, not in terms of Demon Souls, the game, would just go completely off a cliff, and you kind of go into panic mode. You kind of start doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do, and I feel that Dark Souls has the same thing. I'm able to draw from some of my prior experience, so I don't get quite as nervous, but I get nervous when I fight these PvP battles, because you never know what you're coming up against. You might be coming up against like the baddest ass hot shot on the net, or you might be coming against somebody in the same boat as you who's just as freaked out as you are, and there's not really any way to tell until you start playing. Having the rapid succession of matches takes that edge off. You sort of establish yourself, you sort of settle down, you fall into that rhythm, like I keep saying, and you remember that you don't have to, you're not panicking. You're not just going. You have pyro gloves in your offhand. You have another backup weapon in your other hand. I particularly don't. If I were to switch my right hand weapon, you'd see a fist because my encumbrance would be too high if I equipped anything else. But you kind of let things go out the window when you're panicking that you wouldn't when you're just sort of relaxed and you're just kind of playing your game. You're not noob button mashing. And I think it's critical for new players to sort of be able to have that rapid fire experience of invasions, of summon duels and things like that in order to just kind of get used to the setting. I should be parrying there. Why am I not? We'll just trade hits. Lucky for me, I had some decent poise and I was able to slice through them. But yeah, so like being a new player and being able to sort of settle down and think and be calculated and meticulous and precise in your playing. So as you can see, there's definitely still some, I sped through it and just kind of edited out stuff. There's definitely still some waiting around going on, but I'm seeing more and more of the same guys, and so I'm a little bit more relaxed. I'm a little bit more laid back about it. I'm not in freak out, survive, fight or flight mode. It's much more of a sort of steady, evened pace for these kind of things, and as a result, my playing is just leaps and bounds better. Still probably not very good, but better, definitely better. And that's actually one of the things that, so I've had the privilege of playing against some fairly talented guys already in Dark Souls and definitely in Demon Souls. That one of the first things they would tell you, like we'd go up and arrange a couple of matches and we'd go play. One of the first things they'd say after, a couple minutes in is like, dude, relax, calm down, play your game, think. And I think that is just one of those hurdles that every new player has to overcome. Just getting comfortable in these PvP matches, kind of remembering that it's just a fucking game. Who cares if you lose? To that point, I also think there's sort of an added pressure on noobs, EWBS, like myself, who are genuinely trying to improve. You don't want to suck. You're frustrated sucking, and you're trying to get better. And so there's a layer of pressure there that you probably just put on yourself, where, every battle is vital. Every battle is sort of you trying to prove that you are, in fact, getting better. You're trying to, just kind of climb up the progress ladder and stop sucking so badly. And so a lot of times that added pressure causes me, at least, to freak out and lose my head a little bit. And it's only after I sort of settle down and calm down and say like, all right, dude, just fucking relax. It's a game, that I hit that groove. I hit that rhythm. And tying this back into the waiting game and the long expanses of time between matches, having the quick matches one right after the other where you're constantly getting invaded or you're constantly having successful summons and duels and things like that, it definitely helps you get over that initial hurdle of, freaking out, getting comfortable with your character, and just kind of playing level-headedly. So on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up episode 2. I'll give you a nice little tidy wrap up for both episodes 1 and 2, the 2 parts of 2. As a noob, as a EWB noob, and somebody that has a desire to get better, I have found it incredibly helpful to find as much PvP as possible, find as much quick PvP as possible, as matches in rapid succession, so that I can iterate quickly, I can get into that rhythm that both helps me refine my techniques and remember the things that I've learned much better than having to wait 20 minutes between matches. And then also getting over those noobish, new player anxiety hurdles that just kill your game. So thanks again for checking out this channel. I don't know why I stuttered there. I think I'm trying to stretch time. We're just about done. Thanks again. Sub if you like it. Comment. See you soon.